before we really get into the systems, the strategies, the way you guys can get off your asses and become more, you can become just successful people who get shit done consistently, who persist, who break through those barriers, you need to understand something. We need to understand that why can't we do it? Is it that we don't understand procrastination as a topic, as a subject? Is it that we don't have an awareness of the tools that can boost our willpower, that can break that procrastination state and allow us to smash through it? Or is it that we haven't really orchestrated and strategically constructed our lives so that we really don't need to think about procrastination? Instead, we're completely inspired to move forward. Now, I want to talk about that because there's three things that spring to mind. And more often than not, I mean, if you consider times when say 6 years ago, I was a completely different person than I am now, and I was a serial procrastinator. In fact, a serial procrastinator is called a cunctator. I learned that on an episode of Come Dine With Me, believe it or not. Women collected words, and one of the words was cunctator. It means serial procrastinator. So I was a serial procrastinator years back. And I would say that, yes, the systems help, the awareness of the topic helps, and I've studied these things academically for a number of years now. But the thing that really shifted me to make me become more of an action-orientated person and make that my default mode was that I started to strategically and more efficiently and intelligently construct my life. Now, there's three things we must understand, and these are purpose, passion, and our aims. I want to do a little experiment with you. Who's up for an experiment? The Saturday AM test. This is phenomenal. Okay, here goes. Experiment. You might want to have a pen ready. If you don't, grab your phone. You might be watching this on a phone, so just grab some pen, a piece of paper. Saturday AM test. Imagine you wake up on a Saturday morning like today, early in the morning, no distractions, no partner around, no parents around, no kids, no responsibilities, you don't have work, you have paid all the bills, you've exercised, you can do anything you want in the world. What would you do? What would be the very thing that you would do? What would be your go-to? Would it be to write a book? Would it be to read a particular book on a particular topic? Would it be to go out and walk and climb some hills, some Munros? Would it be to start designing a new car model? Would it be to just draw? Would it be to write poetry? Would it be to play the guitar and write music? What would your thing be? Now, there's a multitude, an entire existence of different things it could be. And I would have completely different things than you would. You'll all come up with different things. Saturday AM test, you can do whatever you want. The bills are paid. You have no distractions. There's no one around. It's silent. It's just you and your mind. What would you do? Now, the reason I ask that is because it's very telling. Because what you find is that the answers that people give, they don't relate or correlate with the lives they're living. Meaning, we sleep for 8 hours, we then work for 8 hours, and then we have 8 hours to do what we want to do in our lives. Now, most of us, we do jobs, i.e. 1/3 of our lives is committed to a job. And the majority of us are doing a job that we don't like. The majority of us are engaging in activities that aren't relevant and relatable to our Saturday AM test, meaning there is less passion in our lives. Because the very thing that fires you up and allows you to take consistent action is when you've constructed your life in an intelligent manner so that you are following through in your passions. Not just in the 1/3 of your life, but in 2/3 of your life. And in fact, in 3/3 because you'll be dreaming about them. So you see where I'm going with this? Too many people are scared to construct and reflect and think and take action and overcome doubt and fear to create a life that really they love. That really, procrastination becomes abolished. It becomes a thing of the past. Very rarely do they procrastinate because they're so fired up and so energized and enthusiastic about this purpose and this passion that they just do because they love that thing. Now, I feel that's very important even before you start looking at the systems and strategies to beat procrastination, to overcome that laziness, because the ultimate goal in life is to have the highs be higher and the lows not as low. We want to ascend. We want to move forward. We want to aspire to have the best lives we possibly can. Now we need to understand and look to ourselves in our lives, in our minds deeply to really understand who we are and what we want from our life. Now, of course, that's quite deep. And because I'm expressing this to you, you need to take time and reflect on that. And I suggest you do. And I mean, I'm not financially abundant, but inside, I'm happy and I'm very satisfied at what I'm doing. Because look at me today. I'm talking about procrastination. I'm talking about psychology, the mind, how to move forward, because that is what I would do in my Saturday AM. I would read about these things, about the human mind, the body and the organism, and how you can move forward. That might not be the case for you, but it is for me, and it's what fires me up. Sure, you can feel my energy. It's palpable when someone is passionate and on a purposeful mission. I think I'd write music. That's all I need to know, Bobby. I'm going to continue with this discussion, but if you want to write music, you write music. If that is what fires you up, if that is what puts you into what's known as a flow state, where time stops. Until I said the word time there, I had no construct, no conception of time. I was just flowing because I love this shit. I love it because I know how much pain, when I didn't have this knowledge and intellect, I know how much pain I was in because I hated life. And you put on this false persona, this mask, and you hide behind this persona until you really look deep, until you understand and move forward. So, we'll quickly go on to tip number 3, but I thought that was really, before we go into the systems, before we go into the frameworks, it's really wise to understand who am I as a person and what do I want to achieve for me, not for anyone else, what fires me up, because then you will still procrastinate, but not nearly as much. Okay.